Pedro, you're my last call of the day, man. What's on your mind?
Hey, awesome. Glad to end the show. A couple of things. First off, putting someone like her, and anyone else that's a person of color and willing to deride people of color is a common tactic, especially not in a negative way, but especially in local news. What they would do is, like, if there was a story with a handicapped person, they would put a handicapped reporter, like a deaf person or an amputee person, as a reporter. If there was someone going into a black neighborhood or someone about a story about Asians, they would put like a black or an Asian person. It was a common thing in local news. I'm not sure if they do that nowadays because I don't have TV. But like they're pretty much playing that up to the extreme. They're happy to get someone, which I think is called an Uncle Tom, to get someone to attack their own kind, just to legitimize themselves and their own biases.
Well, that's be honest with you, Uncle Tom is a name that I don't use. I don't use it mainly because it's incorrect, right? If you actually read the story Uncle Tom's Cabin, for some reason I'm blanking. Is that even the actual title? I'm blanking. But if you read the actual book, Uncle Tom was actually not the person who betrayed it. It was Sambo. It was Sambo who betrayed them. But anyway, so I don't use it because it's so easily dismissed, but it's also incorrect. But
yeah, I understand.
But what you're saying is absolutely true in the sense that they are so ready. They've taken that model which you've laid out, which is a standard model, but they've gone to the extreme, which is let's get somebody who represents this community to say the damnedest things that we could never get away with saying.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And I just have one more point, and I hate them for this. That honestly, if you had picked up my call 5 minutes earlier, I was going to scream into the receiver because I'm pulling a will. I'm a couple of drinks in, and I'm really pissed at the way that they're doing this because it's so disingenuous, and no one is I don't want to say courageous, but no one has the bombasticness that Donald Trump has on our side to call them out on it. And not that I want anything Donald Trump on the left side, but it's sort of warranted right now because the issue I have with this is I'm a person of limited life experience. I don't know everything that's going on in the world, but I'm almost certain that anyone who has gone from rags to riches, who has gone from the lowest of the low and made their way up, who has pulled themselves up by their bootstraps, is the exception. It is almost impossible to work from poverty by yourself without connections to the top by any stretch. And the thing is that the people who do this stuff, like Fox News or any Republican or conservative or even any liberal or Democrat who feels like just trashing on the poor, what they will do almost inevitably is blame it on the entire culture, blame it on liberals, blame it on blacks, blame it on poor people, blame it on Americans. It doesn't matter. They are completely without nuance, and that's what kills me so much. Is because whoever makes it to the top, the first thing they do is completely disconnect themselves from where they once was, and where they once were. Excuse me. Yeah. And I'm not trying to say that you should attach yourself loyally to such a thing, but that if you're going to discredit people who aren't doing as good as you are for whatever reason that they couldn't, you can't just blame it on the entire flipping culture. Be flipping realistic and understand why the people are kept there, because you yourself got lucky. You got lucky. You did some hard work. That's great, and you deserve all the credit. But that doesn't mean just because you made it to the top that everyone else made it with you.
Absolutely.
So, heck off. Excuse me for being angry. You did a great show today, man.
Pedro, PJ, we appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call. PJ, you should when you call in, you should drink more often when you call in. No, I'm joking. One thing that you said that stood out above everything else, has absolutely nothing to do with what we talked about, and we're going to sign off in about 2 minutes, and we'll catch the State of the Union, and maybe we'll stay in the chat room after the fact over here on YouTube. We'll keep your windows open, and we'll chat during the State of the Union, but we'll end the show. If Benjamin Dixon ever makes it, I want you to know two things. One, I am not the average person. I am exceptional in a lot of ways. I work really hard. Hell, damn it, I work harder than most people I know, but I know that I have some skill sets that the average American doesn't have. And yet I'm in this thing hustling hard, trying to make it, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. So if Benjamin Dixon ever makes it, it won't be because of my work hard ethic only. It will be because I have worked very hard. I have taken a lot of risk, but I am super talented and I have more talents than most people have. It's just, I just have to look at my portfolio, put it like this. Every single aspect of this show I created, right? I'm not bragging. I'm letting you know that this is years and years and years of talent put together that puts forward a 1-hour show. From the audio, I used to be a sound engineer in a studio. From the graphics, I did graphic design for a couple of years. To the email campaigns, I did email automation for some time. I mean, every component of this, to the blog, I write. You know, I do all these things. And if I make it, it's not because of an American dream, rags to riches story. It's because I got lucky, and because I'm smart, or what clever, as Doctor Who would say. I don't think that you should have to get lucky and be an exceptional person to have a decent life in America. We can't make America only for exceptional people who get lucky and work extremely hard, 60 hours a week, and take a lot of risk. America has to be for the average American. And I think people forget that there's a combination between some exceptionalism, yes, but mainly luck. Because in spite of all of my exceptionalism, I'm still here on YouTube with you guys. And you can help us get off of YouTube and move a little bit further if you join the Progressive Army. Or if you, I can't even do my plug. If you go to patreon.com/the BPD show and support the BPD show. But more specifically, we're putting together the Progressive Army. It's more than just the Benjamin Dixon show, but it is definitely a team that's going to help build the Benjamin Dixon show. And if you want to be a part of it, I want you to hit me up on Twitter. I want to put you in touch with all the people who are now jumping in and making this happen. Right? As talented as I am, I can't go any further without your support. I need your talent. I need your reach. I need your willingness. And I need you to reach out to my guy, JP Rankin. He's working with me on this, and I want you to connect with them if you want to be a part of this. If you want to be a part of the website that we built, progressivearmy.com, whatever you want to do in this, there's room for it, because no matter how talented I am, this is the extent that I can go by myself, and I'm not dumb enough to believe that I can do this on my own. And so really, if Benjamin Dixon makes it, it will only be because of people like you. Damn, that was a good closing. Guys, I'll see you after